Nilanjana Sudeshna, Jhumpa Lahiri, is easily one of the most prolific personalities in the world of contemporary diaspora literature. Lahiri's debut short story collection, Interpreter of Maladies, won the 2000 Pulitzer Prize for Fiction, followed by her first novel, The Namesake, being adapted into a popular film in 2003. She was born Nilanjana Sudeshna but goes by her dark name, Jhumpa. Her book, The Lowland 2013, was a nominee for the Man Booker Prize and the National Book Award for Fiction. She is currently a professor of creative writing at Princeton University. Published in 1999, Interpreter of Maladies is Miss Lahiri's first published work. Based on the Bengali Indian immigrant experience, the book has critical acclaim internationally. Interpreter of Maladies is one of the 9 short stories in the book. A very good evening to one and all present here. The play here is an adaptation of the story Interpreter of Maladies. We, as the students of literature, have tried to add a lot of theatre and drama to the story and attempt to make it just as live and as interesting as it could get. The story revolves around Mr. and Mrs. Das, immigrants, who have come to India on a vacation along with their 2 children, Bobby and Tina, and Mr. Kapasi, who happens to be their tour guide. We have Ruhi as Mr. Das, Sanya as Mrs. Das, Sarjeet as Mr. Kapasi, Shreya as Tina, and Niharika as Bobby. A special thanks to Ninad and Urmi ma'am for making the play what it is.
Actually, I am thankful to Ranjana ma'am for accepting this thing. And thank you so much, ma'am. You have done excellent. Thank you so much.
Mommy, I have to go to the bathroom, Mommy.
Take her to the washroom, Raj.
What? You take her.
You can take her too.
I gave her a bath yesterday, Meena. You take her.
Fine.
Whoa, look. What animal is that?
Bobby, please don't touch it. Come back and sit here.
But I want to give it a piece of my gum, Daddy.
Don't be stupid and come back and sit here.
Don't worry, Mr. Das. They are quite harmless. So, where in America do you live?
Oh, we live in New Brunswick, New Jersey.
Is that next to New York?
Yes. Tina and I, we were born there. Our parents retired and they live here, so we visit them every couple of years. This is Tina's first trip to India. We haven't been here for a long time.
I don't have to go to the bathroom anymore.
Where's Meena?
So, Mr. Das, what do you do?
I'm a middle school teacher there. I teach them science. So every year I take them to the Museum of Natural History. Mr. Kapasi, I think that way you and I have a lot of things in common. So how long have you been giving these tours?
5 years?
How long is this trip?
About 2.5 hours, madam.
What? I thought it was only 18 miles north of Puri.
You see, road to Konark is very poor. Actual distance is around 52 miles.
Look, monkey.
We call them the Hanuman. They are very common in this area.
Mine too, Mommy. Do mine too.
Leave me alone, you're messing me up.
All set.
Daddy, why is the driver sitting on the wrong side in this car too? We all do that here, dummy.
You don't call your sister a dummy. You know in America it confuses them.
Well, I'm quite aware. I see it on Dallas all the time. All the steering wheels are on the left-hand side.
What's Dallas?
It's a TV show which went off there long ago.
Isn't this car air conditioned?
Quit complaining, Meena. It's not that hot.
I told you to get an air conditioned car, Raj. Why do you do this? Just to save a few stupid rupees. What are you getting? 50 cents?
So, Mr. Kapasi, doesn't it get tiresome to show the same thing to people every day?
Oh, no.
Oh, wait. I need to take a picture of that guy. Can you please stop?
So, as I was saying, it's a reward for me. You see, I work a different job during weekdays, but during weekends, I work as a tour guide. Konark is one of my favorite places.
So where else do you work?
I work in a doctor's office.
So you're a doctor?
No, no. I work in doctor's office as an interpreter. That's the word, yeah.
Interpreter? What does a doctor need an interpreter for?
You see, my father was a Gujarati. I'm a Gujarati, of course. Many people in this area don't speak Gujarati, including the doctor. So I work as a translator. I translate the ailments for the doctor so he can provide good medicine.
Wow, so interesting. I've never heard of anything like that before.
Well, it's a job like any other man.
So romantic.
What's so romantic about it?
I don't know, something. Would you like a piece of gum, Mr. Kapasi? Tell us more about the job, Mr. Kapasi.
What would you like to know, madam?
I don't know. Give me a typical situation. I want to picture it.
Very well. Just the other day, a curious thing happened. A man came in with pain in his throat.
Did he smoke cigarettes?
No, it was, like I said, very curious. He felt as if there were pieces of straw stuck in his throat. When I told the doctor, he was able to prescribe proper medicine.
Neat. So these patients, in a way, are dependent on you. In fact, more dependent on you than the doctor.
I don't understand, madam. How do you mean that?
Well, for example, if you tell the doctor that the pain felt like burning, not straws, neither would have known that you lied. It's a big responsibility, Mr. Kapasi.
Yes, Mr. Kapasi, that's a big responsibility you have there. Shall we all stop for lunch now?
Yes, lunch, lunch.
Let's go.
Mr. Kapasi, join us. There's room here.
Everybody pose for a picture. Look, Meena, you look so funny. Lean a little closer to Mr. Kapasi. Perfect.
So, Mr. Kapasi, where do you live exactly? I mean, what's your address?
You would like my address?
So that we could send you the pictures. You see.
Yes.
So let's go to the Konark temple now. So this book says that the temple is spread in the land of like 170 acres.
That's right. The Chandrabhaga river once flowed north of here. It's dry now.
The book also says the wheels are supposed to symbolize the wheel of life. They depict the cycle of creation, preservation, and achievement of realization. You see, each wheel is divided into 8 thick spokes, dividing the day in 8 equal parts. The rims are carved in designs of birds and animals, whereas the medallions in the spokes are carved with the women in luxurious poses, largely erotic in nature. Let's look around.
Who's that?
Oh, that's the Astachal Surya, the setting sun.
So in a couple of hours, the sun will set right here.
That's correct.
Neat.
Madam, when do you leave for America?
In 10 days.
Mr. Kapasi, I think we're all done here. Let's leave.
So, Mr. Das, we are not far away from Udaygiri and Khandagiri hills. They are well worth the travel. You see, the monastic dwellings are hewn straight out of this rock, and I think you will like them.
Oh yes, this book also mentions this same thing, made by some Jain king or something.
Yes. So, it's on the left. Shall we go left?
Left, 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 left.
All right.
Alright.
we're here.
Let's go.
I won't come. My legs are paining. You guys carry on.
Why did you wear these stupid shoes, Meena? You won't be there in any of our pictures.
Pretend I'm there then.
We could ask Mr. Kapasi to take a picture. We have no picture for our Christmas card this year. Let's go.
I'm not coming. Anyway, those monkeys give me the creeps.
Kids, let's go.
There is much to explain about the caves. I think I'll join them.
No, stay. Anyway, Raj has a stupid book.
That's a brave boy.
I'm not so surprised.
No?
No, he isn't his.
What? I'm sorry, I don't understand.
I mean, Raj is. Bobby isn't Raj's son. Are you surprised?
That's not type of a thing one assumes.
No, of course not. And no one knows about it. I haven't told this to anyone in 8 years. But now, I've told you. We met when you were very young. Would you like some?
No, thank you.
As I said, we met when we were very young. He proposed to me in high school. We were married in college. And our parents have known each other since forever. They were best of friends, you see. And we used to spend all the weekends together, either at his house or ours. And they used to send us upstairs to play together. Then they used to joke about us getting married someday. Imagine if they knew what happened those Friday and Saturday nights. I could tell you stories, Mr. Kapasi. Then college happened. We went to the same college, of course. We were married. And I spent all my time with Raj. And I didn't make much friends. I didn't make any friends. I didn't have anyone to go to at the end of a difficult day. I didn't have anyone to confide in. My parents were on the other side of the world. Anyway, I wasn't very close to them. And I was so tired and frustrated with my life. I didn't know what to do. And when Raj told me that his friend from Punjab is coming for some stupid pharmaceutical interview, I lost it. I just lost it. And I didn't protest when the same friend pulled me against his crisp navy suit. We made love swiftly and in a way that I had never experienced before. And he didn't even give me those expressions and smiles that Raj insisted on giving every time. Bobby was conceived that afternoon, and the same friend left for JFK that evening. Now he's married and lives in London with his wife. But we exchange Christmas cards every year. But he doesn't know that Bobby is his son. No one will ever know about it.
Mrs. Das, I beg your pardon. But why have you told me this?
For God's sake, stop calling me Mrs. Das. I'm 28. I probably have children my age.
Not quite.
Well, anyway, I told you because of your talents, Mr. Kapasi. Don't you understand what it takes in me to tell you all of this? Raj has no idea that I'm still in love with him. Don't you have anything to say, Mr. Kapasi? Mr. Kapasi, just tell me something.
Mrs. Das, I'm a tour guide. I can't help you.
Not that. Or your job as an interpreter. I thought you'd help me with it.
But we do not share a language barrier. What need is there for an interpreter?
Don't you get it? What it takes in me to tell you all of this? I would not have told you anything otherwise.
Mrs. Das, is it pain that you feel? Or is it guilt?
How dare you, Mr. Kapasi? You have failed me as an interpreter. Raj, Bobby, Tina, where are you? I'm coming.
Just in time.
Here. Mommy is here.
We can ask Mr. Kapasi to take a picture of us.
Wait, where's Bobby?
Tina, where's Bobby?
I don't know. Daddy, the monkey is holding Bobby. Help!
Do something, he's gonna attack him. Do something.
Mr. Kapasi, for God's sake, do something.
Hey!
He's fine, he's just a little scared.
Come here. Let mommy brush your hair. You okay?
Are you okay? Let's go back to the hotel, Mr. Kapasi.